Sup? This is Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. This episode, I want to talk about asthma and what kind of popcorn maker you should buy if you have asthma. Okay. But before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name's Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 51. In 3 months, I'll be 52. See, I'm still pretty slim, right? You can see. For a 51-year-old man, this is not easy, man. I don't even exercise. I'm an alcoholic too, you know. You can't do this without the rings, you know. 51-year-old, very, very not easy, you know. I have lots of testimonials on my website. Most of them give me 4-star, 5 stars. If you're interested, go to livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. Link is at the bottom of this video. Today, I want to talk about popcorn maker. Because I have asthma, you know. If I eat oily popcorn, okay, you know, with normal, what do you call those, conventional, okay, these conventional popcorn makers, they're very oily, you know, you know those big popcorn machines, and you put oil inside your kettle, right, inside that pot, and then you put popcorn in there, and it pops out, you know, it's very oily, you know, and I have asthma. If I eat that immediately, I can feel, you know, my breathing. I will have difficulty breathing. Not good. So what I did is I tried buying a popcorn maker. These are air popcorn maker. Right? I bought this on eBay. I'm gonna add a link at the bottom of this video to this. This you could buy for $24, shipping included. Well, basically it's just, you know, you put popcorn in here, right, and then it's like it goes like that, you know. It sounds like it just sounds like what do you call, hair dryer, you know. It sounds like hair dryer. And sorry, let me put that. It sounds like hair dryer. And you don't even have to, no, you don't put oil in it, okay? You don't put oil in it. You just put popcorn kernels inside, right? And then within 1 minute, all the popcorn comes out. This is one thing good about it saves time, you know, with that traditional machine, right? Traditional kettle machine. Wow, I mean, I have to wait like 5 or 6 minutes for the oil to heat up, right? Once it heats up, it starts to pop. So traditional popcorn machine, it'll take me like 6 or 7 minutes just to pop, right? And in this popcorn machine, it can pop whole batch like as big as this bucket, right? As big as this bucket for like 1 minute, you know, everything pops out. And what you do is this: you put salt, you add some salt, and then you add a little bit of butter, right? And then you shake, right? Shake it, and then yeah, then you can start eating it, right? It's less oily, so it's good for me, you know, because I have asthma, right? And also, oh, sorry. Also, one thing good about air popcorn is this. I discovered that air popcorn, right? You know, there's if you use traditional popcorn machines, traditional kettle popcorn machine, a lot of kernels they bounce out. A lot of unpopped kernels they bounce out, and that's very frustrating. You know, that's annoying. You know, because I tried those traditional popcorn machine, right? You add like kernel in there, right? You add like let's say half a cup of kernel in there, right? God damn it! I would say at least, okay, 25% of all the kernels pop back out. That is frustrating, man. So basically, only 75% of the kernels popped. So then what you have to do is after you finish eating all the popcorn, right? You have to gather all the kernels and try to repop it again. You know, this is that's a lot of work. You know, that's very frustrating. But air popcorn is great. Air popcorn, only like you throw, like, you put half a cup in there. After everything all popped out, only like two or three kernels left unpopped. Yeah, I'm serious, man. You check the bottom of your bowl. only like 2 or 3 kernels unpopped. Like 5 or 6 the most. That is good, man. So basically it's like 95% and up. 95% of the popcorn, kernel all popped. That is good. I think here's the reason why. Okay, air popcorn, you don't put oil in there. It pops without oil, so the kernels are not sticky, right? So they all and then it's all getting popped inside. When you use the traditional popcorn popper, right? The kettle one. All when you add oil in there, right? You add oil in there, and the popcorn kernels they all become very oily. They become very sticky. So what happened is when some kernel pops, and then the popcorn flies out, right? And there's a lot of unpopped kernels that sticks to the pop kernel, right? And they fly out too, because they're sticky. So unpopped kernels will stick to the pop kernel, and then they fly out all together. So that's the reason why, you know, when you use traditional popcorn popper, right? Like you're losing like 25% of the kernels, and then later on you have to, after you finish eating it, you have to gather it, and it's just, I don't know. It's sort of first of all, it's not clean. You understand? You finish eating it, right? And you take it out of at the bottom of your bowl, and then you pop it again. That's kind of there's a hygiene issue, right? First, it's unclean. Second, it's not convenient. Like 25% of our kernel all fly out. They fly out because they're sticky. They stick to the the popped popcorn. They fly out like that. But air popcorn is good. The kernels don't fly out. The kernels and the popcorn they get separated. The pop ones, right? They're very light and they fly out. The kernels they're heavy. They stay in there. And they're not sticky, so they don't fly out with the popcorn. Which is nice. So and also at first I didn't like it. At first when I bought this machine I didn't like it because I don't taste the oil. Popcorn with oil tastes better, right? But you know what? I realized all you have to do is this. You add salt in there, and then you add some butter, right? I pour very little butter. I pour 1 tablespoon of butter, right? And I just shake it. And then now it tastes almost all the same. Now I cannot tell the difference because there's a little bit of butter in all the popcorn, right? So it tastes almost all the same. And it's good for my asthma because what happened is back in the days, if I eat popcorn from traditional kettle popping machine, right? Immediately I could feel, difficulty breathing, like right after I finish eating popcorn, right? Right now I could eat this all day long. I have asthma and I don't care. I could eat this all day long. I don't feel anything. A little bit of butter is okay, like 1 tablespoon of butter, no problem, But those traditional machine, I swear to God, man. And it's also more expensive. The reason is because popcorn is not expensive. Oil is expensive, In order to pop, back in the days, when I used a traditional machine, in order to pop a quarter cup, like 1/4 cup of kernels, I have to use 1/4 cup of oil, Imagine that. Yeah. Although on the instruction book it says only add a little bit of oil, like 1/4 cup of oil, you can pop like half a cup. That's bullshit. If you try that, if you put 1/4 cup of oil and try to pop half cup of kernels, all the kernels gonna fly fucking out, man. They tell for some reason they all fly out. If there's too little oil inside the kettle, all the kernels they fly out. The unpopped kernels they fly out. So you're wasting your time. You understand? Then you have to sort it again. You have to yeah. That's the reason why. So I recommend the air popper. Okay, I recommend the air popper over the traditional popping machine. Okay, it saves time. It costs less. Because you don't add oil. And oil is very expensive nowadays. Oil is super expensive nowadays. You don't need oil, right? And then it's also healthy for you, especially if you have asthma, right? If you have like difficulty breathing, you don't want to add whole fucking whole bunch of oil in there. It's not good, and it saves a lot of time. It takes me 1 minute to pop all this, to pop a whole bucket of popcorn, and then you can, and then you just add salt in there, you shake it, add butter in there, you shake it. So, and yeah, I'm gonna add a link to the eBay store that I bought this popper from. Okay, you guys can check it out. Anyway, that's what I want to say. Um, so I'll talk to you guys later. Please, if you like my channel, please subscribe. All right, man. See you later.